I have loved having droppings boards in my coops. Every now and then I sand the boards down to keep them clean. Dirty roots can cause burns to the chickens' feet pads. Why I decided to get sand in my coops and runs was because the hay, straw, and pine shavings I used before when I first got chickens caused a ridiculous amount of work on my back, especially. My flock had lice and mites galore, and twice got a respiratory infection. During the summer, flies were loving their new home. So I was ready to give up on caring for chickens when I dove into research on better care for my little fluffy, booty, feathered friends. I found sand. And let me tell you, it's been one of the best changes I made for myself and my flock. What I found is the thermal mass properties of sand can influence its temps. So during the winter, the sun will heat the sand and slowly release that heat during the night in the coops. In the summertime seasons, sand cools at night and retains those cooler temps, making it cool to the touch. So where my chickens are able to cool themselves in the sand. Over the months, I noticed there hadn't been any bugs. The sand evidently made it an inhospitable environment for these pesky little critters. Before sand, my coops and runs smelled terrible and looked gross. After, sand had provided optimal hygiene, which was essential for cleanness for my likings. The droppings dried out quickly, making the cleanup job of sifting out the poop an easy task on my back. I just use a kitty litter scooper tool to accomplish this. I find myself doing this once in the morning, and depending on my weather, maybe a second cleaning during the afternoon. So long as the girls aren't staying in the runs or the coop during nice weather. Extreme weather, on the other hand, takes up my time just a little bit more. What I'll do is just take a bucket and scoop all of the droppings into the bucket, and I take it over to my compost and compost the droppings alongside kitchen scraps and garden scraps. And so after 6 to 8 months, it's ready to go in my garden for my